What if I told you that it's actually pretty easy to learn to draw better than 99% of people? And it isn't about line art, color theory, shading, or even anatomy. In fact, by the end of this video, I'm going to share with you some simple steps I took to learn to draw. And the reason why, for years, I failed before learning the simple step that transformed my art forever. Let me explain. So when I was first learning to draw, everything was exciting. Discovering new videos on YouTube, finding drawing books on Amazon, Googling tutorials, and even Patreon memberships. I couldn't believe how much information was out there. I was so optimistic about what I could learn and how fast I could. I believed it'd be so easy if I just followed tutorials and learned to be a great artist. But somewhere between week 1 and month 1, I had a realization. Something that all beginner artists learn, and that is learning to draw feels overwhelming. That understanding line art, digital drawing software, drawing tools, anatomy, perspective, color theory, gesture, character design, and animation was going to be more work than I thought. And when looking at my art skills then, compared to artists that inspired me, I felt like there was a massive gap that I couldn't close. And this is what Seth Godin calls the dip. And the dip is where 99% of people fail. The dip is where 99% of people quit. And the dip is where I used to quit, time and time again. Until one day, I learned exactly what drawing is and how to improve it. Because most of us don't understand how drawing truly works. And what I learned is that drawing, at its core, is a skill of illusion. And when you understand how to learn and nurture this skill, everything can change. So when I picked up a pencil and tried to work myself out of the dip, I found I needed help. My drawings felt flat. They felt lifeless. They felt like they were cardboard cutouts. But I couldn't yet understand how to improve. I couldn't understand how to grow my skills until I learned one simple tool that unlocked it all. The skill of understanding and seeing how to draw a box in perspective, how to use a box to create circles, how to use circles to create cylinders and contour lines, and how to use contour lines to define organic shapes in perspective. So I know that sounds overwhelming. So if you're like me and found yourself stuck in the dip and want to understand how to improve the skill of drawing, then the thing that helped me was online classes and learning paths that can be found on Skillshare, which is a sponsor of this video. Now, Skillshare is an amazing platform with thousands of classes led by incredible professionals who teach illustration, design, productivity, photography, film, online business, and way more. So with this summer just beginning and many of us having more time to work on our hobbies, I've decided to dive even deeper into the fundamentals of drawing and improve my understanding of the basics. And one of the classes I'm using to improve is Form and Space, 3D Drawing and Perspective by Brent Eviston. Listen, guys, drawing has changed my life. And if you're ready to turn your I want to learn to draw into I made it happen, then Skillshare could be the change you need. And the best part, you get all this for free if you access the link below. So the first 500 people to use my link in the description will receive 1 month free trial of Skillshare. Get started today. Thank you, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. Now, recently, I just saw Sam Does Art made a video talking about how he hates his own art.
Sometimes I hate my art. Sometimes I step away from that canvas and I look at the piece that I just made and I wonder to myself, what the heck did you just spend the last 2 hours on?
Now, Sam is an artist I would classify as being the top 1% of artists. And yet, even he struggles with sometimes accepting his own art. And that's the scariest part, guys. If Sam doesn't like his own artwork at times, is there any hope for us? But in this video, he teaches us a valuable lesson that we all must learn at some point as artists. And that is, although the world around us may classify you as an incredible artist, you will still see the flaws of your work. You will still see the imperfections in your own art. You will still think your art is bad, no matter how far and how much you learn. And what stops 99% of people is they look at their art in the beginning and they think to themselves that they can never improve, that their art sucks, that they can't get any better. And they walk away never understanding one simple thing. There will always be room for improvement. There will always be room to grow. That there is no final arrival. That there is only ever the journey. And if you're ready to learn to draw and escape the dip, watch this video on the psychology of learning to draw anything you want. I'll see you in the next video.